more than 3 months away from Election Day, but now concerns the country might fall short on the number of poll workers to complete the job. The U.S. Election Assistance Commission says more than half of poll workers are age 60 and older and at high risk for coronavirus. Now, polling places might not be as busy because of the pandemic, and many of you may choose to cast an absentee ballot. That way, you won't have to stand in line for early voting or on Election Day. Now, while that may be more convenient, our Joe Bruno found out it could delay the results. He is live tonight. And Joe, this means on election night, we could all go to bed not knowing yet who won.
Really, it depends when people place their mail ballots in the mail. The earlier, the better. Now, you don't need a reason to vote by mail in North Carolina, and I learned a whole lot of people are choosing this option. Election Day is right around the corner. Mail ballots will start heading out to voters in 37 days.
This is going to break all the records for North Carolina voting methods.
Political expert Dr. Michael Bitzer analyzed the data. 103,396 people have requested mail ballots so far across the state. That is 5 times as many as were requested at this point in 2016. And keep in mind, you have until the week prior to Election Day to request a ballot. Of the folks requesting them this year, 52% are Democrats, 35% unaffiliated, 13% are Republican. Mecklenburg County voters have requested the second most ballots by mail so far, with just over 17,000. Voters have to make sure their ballot is postmarked by Election Day. The longer people procrastinate in returning their votes, the more it could delay results, leaving races on election night too close to call.
If things are as close as what we are expecting them to be, it could be Wednesday into Thursday, maybe even into Friday before we truly know how things settle down. But it's going to be a very closely watched election process.
If you got a close race, that's going to make a big difference.
Mecklenburg County Elections Director Michael Dickerson is imploring people to not hang on to their mail ballots until the last minute. He also wants people to know that they are going to do everything they can to keep people safe if they choose to vote in person.
I want to make it a safe process for the voters and especially for my poll workers.
The board approved Bank of America Stadium and Spectrum Center to be early voting sites. The county will have a lot of room to put machines in these places and spread them 6 feet apart. If you voted in person in Mecklenburg County, you know we use touchscreens to cast a ballot. Dickerson says the county is considering providing a pen with a stylus to each voter to use when they make their choices.
Instead of getting a sticker this year, like I said, you might be getting this little pen that says I voted.
And Joe, before we get to Election Day, there will be, of course, a major event in Charlotte, the Republican National Convention, just weeks away. And today there was a bit of a stir over whether the president will actually be here in Charlotte, and if he is, how big of a role he will play when he's here.
Yeah, Erica, Vice President Mike Pence made some comments today that caused a lot of confusion and even caught some City of Charlotte officials off guard.
The people of North Carolina voted to send this president to the White House 4 years ago, and we know North Carolina is going to vote for 4 more years for President Donald Trump on November 3rd. But before all of that, in Charlotte, we're going to renominate this president for 4 more years. And as the president said, our plan is to be here that week to be able to have him receive that nomination.
So here's what's going on. There are 2 different events we're looking at. There is the formal renomination process, which the president is making plans to be at here in Charlotte. And then there's the acceptance speech. That's the grand finale. That's typically a few days later. A location for that acceptance speech has not been set just yet, but the president has said he wants to make that announcement by the end of the week. Erica?
All right, Joe, thank you. Now, we know the Democratic National Convention will also be mostly virtual. They made that decision back in June. Right now, the plan is for Joe Biden to make his acceptance speech inside the Wisconsin Center in Green Bay. How many people will be there in person, if any, that is still being discussed.